Ever wondered what it would be like to merge the chaos of a pinball machine with the non-stop action of a twin-stick shooter? I'm Joe, a former games industry professional, and today we're rolling into action in this review of Go Mecha Ball for the Xbox Game Pass. Go Mecha Ball was released at the start of this year, 2024 for you guys in the future. 2024 for indie games so far has been awesome, and I'll highlight that with a cool montage. Roundabout here, maybe? I've already discussed how I was laid off alongside thousands of others in the industry this year, so we won't go into that again here. This is a light episode. The game was developed by Whale Peak Games. Shout out to them because their first game is peak. No? The game was published by Super Rare Originals, a digital indie first publisher from the people at Super Rare Games. This game is anything but simple, in a good way. It's a twin stick shooter roguelike that utilizes pinball physics with added power-ups to keep the gameplay feeling fresh and dynamic. The story is, well, it exists, I think. In a roguelike, you're not too fussed about the plot because you're too busy shooting your way through hordes of R-rated Toy Story characters. Is that Thomas the Jacked engine? My first few minutes of this game were massively positive. The weapons felt powerful, the ball physics felt fun, pause, and I was instantly sold on the unique idea behind this game. I also massively appreciated the optional tutorial, as a lot of games just throw you in at the deep end and explain nothing. Going through my first run of the game, I was sold. Whatever this game was putting down, I was buying. Loading up and rolling out to blast through waves of enemies across vibrant, arcade-style levels felt great. The core mechanics are absolutely fantastic, and I cannot stress enough how unique they are to me. I made a video about 2 weeks ago ranting about how creativity is dying, but this game is hope that creativity is still out there in force. One of the most enjoyable aspects is the ability to smash enemies off the map using those pinball physics. You can also smash them off a ledge and watch them fall to their gravity damage based doom, just like Mufasa. Despite the pinball mechanics being very prominent, they take nothing away from the gunplay, which remains solid throughout. Blasting away enemies with a diverse range of weapons felt just as good as the physicality of the ball mechanics. The game's upgrades and abilities further enhance the experience, allowing you to create your own way of playing in a sense. One standout feature for me was the parry mechanic. If you hit an enemy just as they're about to attack, you disrupt them, which does more damage and stops the attack. It's smartly designed and it's really satisfying to pull off. The gameplay loop is pretty solid too. You get coins to unlock gacha style permanent unlocks in the hub world, which can provide a sense of growth between runs. You unlock new characters during the game at the shop using gold coins. However, the reliance on coins to just purchase the next character feels a bit uninspired to me and doesn't fully capitalize on the game's creative potential. They could have had challenges like completing a run in under 30 minutes or defeating a boss without getting hit. Speaking of bosses, this is the part where it falls a bit short of a roguelike champion like Binding of Isaac. The replayability is affected by the fact there's only 4 unique bosses, so it felt repetitive to me after the first run. Sure, you can crank up the difficulty and eventually get to the true ending, but that feels like an artificial goal and one you're forcing yourself towards by replaying the same stuff. One of the game's other few missteps is with its platforming sections. There are moments that require more precise control and slower movement. These moments disrupt the otherwise fast-paced flow of the game. The gameplay was at its best when I was chaining combos into hordes of enemies, not when I was struggling to jump onto a tall ledge to defeat one annoying little turret with legs. I hate you, turret. I hope you know that. This doesn't take away from the great arcade feel of the gameplay though, and talking about an arcade feel, the game's art style is great. The vibrant colour palette makes every explosion and energy blast really pop. The mech designs and enemy bots are really well done too, to the point that the enemies are slightly creepy, like something out of Little Nightmares. I didn't have much to say about the soundtrack. It fit the gameplay well, but it wasn't stand out, except for the track that played in the levels leading up to the final boss. That was sort of freaky. To finish up, Go Mecha Ball is an indie gem that shines brightly, even if it didn't quite live up to its full potential. The unique combo of pinball physics, twin-stick shooting, and roguelike progression is a recipe for greatness, and I can't wait to see what Whale Peak Games do next. Go Mecha Ball is worth a spin. If you're sub to Xbox Game Pass, give it a go. If you're not, then consider everything you've seen here today and sleep on it. Never make rash purchasing decisions in this economy. Since you guys made it all the way to the end, let's give some indie games appreciation. Let me know in the comment section what your favourite indie game is and why. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like to let me know what I'm doing is the right thing. Subscribe if you want more content like this, and let me know your suggestions for content down below. Thanks for joining me on this journey through time. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, whenever you are, and be sure to check back in next Friday where I don't know what I'll be doing, but I'm sure it'll be worth it. See you then. So get this, okay? It's a pinball game where you shoot people, and there's these furry characters, and oh, you could play as a scorpion too, and there's a giant cat who sells you stuff, and the Glitch Weaver, you gotta watch out for the Glitch Weaver, and then there's the Bass Boom. He's your biggest fan. Get it? Haha. No? Okay.
I'll keep
Get
going.
me security.